Hello, folks. In this video, I wanted to talk about socializing and food, right? Socializing and food in general. Like a lot of these days, if you see, uh, in today's world and this era, 2024, and like in recent years, say last decade or more, whenever you socialize, you can see that there is always food or something to drink or eat in the place, like in the situation, right? Like whenever say someone says let's meet up, let's say you are long time friends, you are both adults, and you are working or something, and you are in different places, you are planning to meet up, say a group get together and whatnot. The first thing people think is where do we go, and usually the ideas are something like restaurant or cafe, right? There are so many restaurants and cafes. The idea is if you want to socialize, the first thing people say is these days, let's catch up for lunch, let's catch up for coffee, let's catch up for snacks or something. Like basically every time there is a context of socializing in person, it's always about food, right? It's almost like you can't socialize without food, without something to eat. People want to eat and socialize. Like for example, sometimes I'm like, I want to just not talk while I'm eating. I just want to mindfully eat and focus on my food, and so that I don't overeat and I know what I'm eating, and I'm also mindful. Helps me with my mindfulness practice and whatnot, which is a good thing, right? Than having my mind somewhere else and whatnot. And well, why do I have to actually just eat as part of socializing? Why can't I simply just sit and talk to someone, right? But no, that is not the case. People usually want to go to a restaurant or a cafe or a ice cream parlor or whatever, right? And go and eat and talk, right? They don't want to say go to some park or beach and like sit and talk. No one, like very few people would want to actually do that. Even then, they would try to get something to eat in the park or the beach. It's always about like fun time. Socializing is always like associated with food, right? It's probably something that businesses have done. I don't know how this has come up to be, but if you think about it, a lot of events, socializing and whatnot is always related to food. For example, I don't know how this happened. I'll probably have to check out the history. But if you think about it, whenever there's a birthday, the first thought that comes to is let's order cake, right? Probably cake companies started off this idea of like if you probably who knows, they only brought up the idea of birthday, some special day, birthday and whatnot, where when you were born years ago, anniversaries and whatnot, everything. The first idea is let's order cake, right? So it's like you think about food only, and special events you think about sweets, desserts, cakes. For example, Mother's Day, Swiggy, Zomato, the first thing they say is get them desserts, get them donuts, or get them sweets, Indian sweets, or get them cakes, get them pastries, get them croissants or whatever, right? So all of it was about like their taglines, their content, everything was around like your mom probably needs a cake from her cutie pie or something like that, or things like that, right? Like basically there there's always an association with like events and special days with food, and especially things like birthdays and whatnot. Apart from socializing and food, there's events and food, and especially like birthdays and anniversaries, it's always like let's order cake, let's order food, and there are even taglines by people, businesses, wherein nothing connects people like food. So basically they are using food as the way to connect people, to socialize and network and connect people. Though you can find other common grounds like common interests, but a lot of people love food, and very specific kinds of food that do, like say some junk or like some snack kind of food that is like sweet or salty or very spicy and whatnot. There are like a lot of people who love very very spicy food or very very sweet food, and they call themselves as they have a sweet tooth and all. So all these people are like, let's just eat food and socialize, right, and connect and have fun. Or else it's not just eating food, like hard food, it's also like even drinking, like the idea of social drinking and whatnot, basically, or social smoking, like basically you go for a smoke and you socialize with someone, right? So they are finding common grounds in food, especially junk food, but in general food, and then things like, say, alcohol and smoking, or even drugs, say weed and whatnot. They're using that to actually socialize and create a social environment wherein someone opens up. Like when I asked one person who was a smoker, as in like, what do you think about smoking? They said it's actually something that helps someone open up, because according to them, you need a smoke to open up, you need a drink to open up, you need a drink to actually go and dance in a dance floor because you are actually shy to do it, let's say. But some people say I'm old enough now that I'm not shy and I don't need a drink to actually just go and dance, say on the dance floor or something. But generally, they think that people are reserved, people are like very closed. For them to open up, you need some external substance, something like, say, alcohol or smoke or cigarette, or like, say, drugs, I don't know, LSD, weed and whatnot, or I don't know what is out there, but they think that it's just like, you need something extra, and basically they are using it to actually make people vulnerable, because when people open up, it's basically people being vulnerable and telling things about their life and whatnot, some things that they wouldn't tell normally, right? Sometimes it happens even when people are sleepy, but that is just natural. I call it in Tamil as like Tuka Bodai, meaning sleep drowsiness or sleep intoxication, sleep-based intoxication, where you are actually very sleepy and hence you are like unhinged, right? But people want to use other substances to actually get unhinged, say alcohol and whatnot. The problem is, sometimes, and very little bit is fine, but in a lot of cases, a lot of these substances are addictive, that at some point these people actually become alcoholics or chain smokers, and it just messes up with their life, right? And unfortunately, no one is going to actually listen to others. They'll have to come to a conclusion by themselves and realize by themselves that it's not really helping them, but then they use it to actually socialize. For example, some people use say food, alcohol or drugs or cigarettes or whatever to socialize with people, though they wouldn't generally do it by themselves, say when they're alone or whatever, right? A lot of people don't go out to eat alone. A lot of people don't go out to, say, drink alone, or don't drink alone in their house and all, or don't go out to a club or pub to drink alone, or don't go out to smoke alone. Very rare thing. A lot of people go for a smoke together with someone and then socialize and talk and whatnot, right? So it's a very social and very social activity, very much a group activity with at least 2 to 3 people and whatnot. A lot of people don't like eating out without others. They like actually eating out with others only, right? So it's become like a very, what do you say, socializing has to be like this. It's supposed to be, there is supposed to be some other element apart from humans. There is supposed to be some food, there is supposed to be something to drink and whatnot. There is supposed to be food that is like this, say spicy or sweet or whatever. You're supposed to go out, fine dine and whatnot. But of course, as people grow up, they have things like, hey, can you just come to my house, I'll cook food for you. That is a different kind of way. And then there is also socializing, like people go out to theaters and whatnot and they see a movie together. But the crazy part is, even theaters are not actually theater business by themselves. They are actually a food and beverages business usually. They earn more money generally per food than what they earn per ticket, right, usually. So for their popcorns and Coca-Colas and Pepsis and whatnot, so people just go buy them, right? And a lot of people say PVR, say for example in Chennai, the SPI cinemas, the popcorn, people love it, right? People go for that popcorn only. So people are crazy about food, and they make it a point to actually use food to actually celebrate. And businesses are also using that idea, and they are also encouraging people. For example, Cadbury is like always associating sweets, chocolates with good times and happy times and celebrations. In Tamil, they say it as sweet ede kundadu, meaning take a sweet and celebrate. And then even I think Hindi has similar ads. So it's all about like if you are celebrating, use Cadbury sweets and or not dairy milk or whatever, right? Or if you want to be happy or something, or if you just basically joy, happiness, you want to celebrate some event, there is some event or you just want to celebrate something, just eat chocolates, right? So it's like if there's no food, if there's nothing to drink, if there's nothing to consume, you can't socialize. Is this sad though? It's just sad though that you can't socialize without food and whatnot. Generally you can, it's just that people think you can't. And but yeah, I think people will evolve. It won't be like just with food you can socialize and all. And people will also realize that birthdays don't have to need cake, or farewells and all that doesn't need a cake, or anniversaries doesn't need a cake. But people are so used to cake that when they don't get a cake, they actually feel sad, or they feel like, dude, you didn't even order cake. I've seen people who have been annoyed that let's say someone ordered cake and they ask the person whose birthday it is to actually go and get the cake. They are like, dude, you ordered the cake, go get it and whatnot, right? Like people are very privileged, people expect a lot of things. I think this will take a lot of maturity. Probably when I die, probably a decade later, not a decade, a century later, I think things will be way better. But today, this is how it is. I hope and I will work towards a generation where socializing doesn't need food. Because today, for example, not today, like in this day and time, if you want to actually socialize at work, generally at work people are always working, right? So when do they actually socialize? When they go and drink water. So they call it as water cooler conversations. Usually workplaces have water coolers or water dispensers that do cooling of water, or they heat water, or they just dispense water, normal water, room temperature water, and you stand there and talk to people. You go for coffee breaks, that's how you talk to people. You go for lunch breaks, that's how you talk to people. You go for team outings, and team outings meaning you go for an outing, you go out with your team, usually for some restaurant to eat, or usually to some, say, resto bar to eat and drink alcohol, or you go to some theater, or you go trekking and whatnot. But a lot of times I've noticed that it's about eating. At least in some teams that I've been in, they love going out and eating. Like a lot of people love eating food. Some people, of course, they have other popular interests like watching cricket, watching football. I'll talk about it later. Entertainment has just become a very few things. Say watching cricket, watching football, watching games, watching movies, watching series, watching anime, cartoon, watching movies, and then what else? Trekking, is at least a bit new. Very few people do it, but popularly it's just some of these, like watching movies, watching series, eating food outside, and watching movies, watching series. It can be at home, OTT, or it can be, say, as a group in a small theater, or in a big theater, the movie and all that. Series, probably not theaters, but what else? And traveling to just popular places and just going to, say, resorts or things like that, right? Very specific set of activities and things that people do when they go out for an outing as a group and all, and socialize. So people socialize less in generic manner. Like For example, if I want to socialize with some people, all of these people who have this mindset, I will have to go to their level only. I can't be like, let's just simply go for a walk and talk. No, they'll say let's go and eat, which means basically you eat and talk to them also. But I would prefer to actually eat, just eat, right? Mindfully eat. But there are people who actually eat and talk, and many people, if you don't talk while you eat, they'll actually think that something serious is going on. According to them, if you don't talk while you're eating, if there's a lot of awkward silence while you're eating or in general, they think something is wrong. Something is like there is some serious stuff going on, right? So socializing in general has become a bit complex and weird. Yeah, I mean, it becomes hard to socialize when people are always working, or they're like eating and going for coffee breaks and they only talk at that time. They don't talk at other times. Then, for example, for someone who doesn't prefer talking while eating, because if I start talking while I'm eating, I eat for a lot of time. Like I eat for an hour or even 1.5 hours, right? If I'm talking while eating, because I can't do both together, and I won't chew my food if I do both together. And I can't do both together. Like I'll just be talking or I'll be eating. One of these only I'll be doing. And since everyone else will be eating and talking and eating fast and all, and if I'm focused on talking, I'll eat less. Like I'll eat slowly, and I'll end up being the last one to eat, and everyone will be waiting for me to finish eating and all, right? And I'll be like, just go, it's fine and all that, right? So yeah, I mean, tricky stuff. And also sometimes I eat non-veg food like chicken and all that these days. Some people don't eat it, but I ask them though, like, is it okay if I'm eating chicken? Sometimes I don't. Other times I'm like, I don't feel comfortable actually eating outside food when my colleagues are eating, say, the food that they get at work. So I'm like, it just feels weird, it just feels odd. So I'm like, okay, now what do? I say no to eating together with them. And it also cancels out the opportunity to actually socialize. So it's a very tricky thing to be able to socialize in a world where coffee breaks and food and whatnot is what is used to socialize and watch cricket games and football games and whatnot in person or over TV and all that, or go out to popular generic places than a normal walk outside or a normal, say, go to park or something or whatever, right? So tricky stuff, but I think socializing food and all this stuff and drinking and whatnot, I think things will change, but as of now this is how it looks like. And cakes, well, yeah, I'm just still surprised how Zomato, Swiggy and all recommends giving your mom's cakes. I mean, in one way it's nice, yeah, it's sweet, it will make you feel good and all, but it's still artificial. It's like a lot of sugar and all, refined sugar, like a lot of added sugar and all that stuff. And your mom is probably pretty old, and no matter the age, they shouldn't be eating all this stuff. But Zomato, Swiggy, they just recommend you to give your mom, say, desserts, right? This is weird stuff, but and generally also that's what we do, right? In farewell parties at work or in birthday parties at work, we get cakes, right? So that's the first thing we do. And even I do that only. That's what people expect also. If it's my sister's birthday or if it's my nephew's birthday or niece's birthday, we get cake. Unfortunately, funnily, I got cake even for my birthday, right? And I ate it also. I generally don't prefer eating cake and all. It's very, very sweet. It's very sweet because I'm not used to sweet now. As in, my tongue is like not eating sweet at all. So even a little bit sweet, it can actually notice it very well. So yeah, I mean, anyway, so that's the current situation today in this era. Probably in the next century, it will probably be different. But for the time being, I think for a few years at least, it will be like this. For a decade at least, I think it will be like this. Socializing in food. So yeah, that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.